encounter is underway between the security forces and terrorists at Chak-Tapar Kariri Patan area in Jammu and Kashmir is what we're getting to know. This is an encounter that in fact started yesterday, and this encounter is currently underway is what we are learning. This is in the Jammu and Kashmir division, and the army has said that based on intelligence input, a joint operation with Jammu and Kashmir police was launched in this area, and the contact with the terrorists was established yesterday, and this is what we're getting to know, that the operation is currently on as far as this is a concern. This is something that we're getting to know from Jammu and Kashmir, that encounter is underway between the security forces and terrorists at Chak-Tapar Kariri Patan area in Jammu division, and you can also see the visuals on your screen of the security forces in that area where the encounter is currently underway. My colleague Pradeep Datta joins us live on the broadcast. Pradeep, we are getting to know that encounter is underway in this area in Jammu and Kashmir. Give us more details.
Yes, the operation is still continuing in this area. The two terrorists there were about 3 to 3 the captain that was investigating. That showed the most important information about the presence of terrorists in that area. While they were laying the phone, that was the time that the terrorists opened fire to this two of our remarks lost their life, and two are critically injured. They were air lifted towards the command hospital in Udhampur. And still operation is continuing. About 2 to 3 terrorists are still. So, in the last 2 days, we have seen that the terrorists are trying to make their presence felt. There was a ceasefire violence in a two sector. Then there was an infiltration attempt in the Montana sector also. And the security forces were able to eliminate 2 terrorists. And here also they got information, and this encounter took place just 2 hours before Prime Minister Narendra Modi is about to do his first election campaign back in Jammu and Kashmir from the Doda region. Because right now they have cordoned that area, additional reinforcement has been called. They have started to check every point. They are trying to look for those terrorists. Pakistani terrorists are said to be rolling in this place. We talk about the intelligence. There are about 120 terrorists. All of them are the foreign terrorists who are operating in Jammu and Kashmir. 60 of them are operating on south of Punjab, of which rest of them are operating on the other side of the Punjab. So the operation here is continuing, and right now our security forces are trying to level so that they can get rid of those terrorists. One of the most difficult operations for the government is a project carrying the stuff that
Well, that's right. Days before the J&K Assembly polls, now this is a big crackdown on terror. What we're learning is that there's an encounter which is underway in Baramulla, and this was also happening just ahead of Prime Minister's visit to the region. In fact, my colleague Yavar joins us on the broadcast with more details. Yavar, this crackdown on terror in J&K is underway, and also this is coming just ahead of Prime Minister's visit to Doda region. Give us more details.
Well, exactly, Akansha. As of now, there has been 2 operations that are still underway in the Jammu and Kashmir, one in Kishtwar, one in the North Kashmir. Now, the fresh encounter that was rattled in the North Kashmir's Baramulla is a Kriri village in the Baramulla, where the security forces have cornered at least 2 militants. And this operation rattled at around 11 p.m. yesterday, and following which the security forces, they halted this operation for a couple of hours. But with the first morning light, this operation has been resumed, and the first exchange of gunshots on other way from either side. Now remember that in Kishtwar, unfortunately, the army had bared the casualty of 2 of its soldiers, and 2 more are sustainable, injuries. They are evacuated to the hospital. But as of now, as I'm speaking to you, ahead of the Prime Minister's visit to the Doda today, 2 anti-militancy operations are still intact in the Jammu as well as in the Kashmir Valley. But the security forces, they are trying their level best to get this operation done at the earliest possible time without any collateral damage. Back to you.
Well, absolutely. This is regarding the encounter that has started in Baramulla. There's exchange of fire between terrorists and the security forces that started yesterday night in this area of Baramulla in Jammu and Kashmir. And what we're getting to know is that this is a joint operation based on the specific intelligence input that was launched by the Indian Army as well as J&K police. And as you also mentioned, Yavar, this is happening just ahead ahead of the big visit of the Prime Minister to Doda region today. And as you can see on your screen, these are the visuals coming from Baramulla, and this encounter is currently underway. A big crackdown on terror just ahead of the assembly elections in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. In just another 4 days, there will be first phase of election in Jammu and Kashmir. Let me go back again to Yawar to get more perspective on this. Yawar, this is happening just 4 days ahead of the Jammu and Kashmir elections, the first phase of election. Give us more details.
Well, exactly, Akansha. The significance of the timing of these encounters can be underlined. First, the first phase of elections are going to be held in just 4 days ahead, and that too when the next week the Prime Minister is also visiting the Kashmir. So somehow we are witnessing that already the security arrangements were heightened across the sensitive and hypersensitive locations of the Jammu as well as in the Kashmir. But security agencies, they had already credible hints that militants can try to interrupt the poll process in the Union Territory by carrying out attack in the parts of the Kashmir as well as in the Jammu. So somehow we are witnessing that there was the additional deployments of the security agencies at the multiple locations in the Jammu and Kashmir. Somehow we are witnessing that the security forces, they cornered these militants in the twin places of the Jammu as well as in the Kashmir. For that, the operation is still intact in the area. More reinforcement have been pressed into service to get this operation done at the earliest possible time. Now remember that at both the places, particularly in the Baramulla, it's a joint operation carrying out by the Special Operation Group of the J&K Police, Indian Army, how the CRPF is in the periphery, and as of now, the operation is still intact in the area. Fresh fighting has resumed since the morning, back to you.
Well, encounter is underway between the security forces and terrorists at Chak-Tapar Kariri Patan area in Jammu and Kashmir is what we're getting to know. This is an encounter that in fact started yesterday, and this encounter is currently underway is what we are learning. This is in the Jammu and Kashmir division, and the army has said that based on intelligence input, a joint operation with Jammu and Kashmir police was launched in this area, and the contact with the terrorists was established yesterday, and this is what we're getting to know, that the operation is currently on as far as this is a concern. This is something that we're getting to know from Jammu and Kashmir, that encounter is underway between the security forces and terrorists at Chak-Tapar Kariri Patan area in Jammu division, and you can also see the visuals on your screen of the security forces in that area where the encounter is currently underway. My colleague Pradeep Datta joins us live on the broadcast. Pradeep, we are getting to know that encounter is underway in this area in Jammu and Kashmir. Give us more details.
Yes, the operation is still continuing in this area. The two terrorists there were about 3 to 6 the captain that was investigating. That showed important information about the presence of terrorists in that area. While they were laying the point, that was the time that the terrorists opened fire to this two of our Devans lost their life and two are sensitive critically injured. They were air lifted towards the command hospital in Udhampur. And still operation is continuing. About 2 to 3 terrorists are still. So in the last 2 days, we have seen that the terrorists are once again trying to make their presence felt. There was a ceasefire violence in a true sector. Then there was an infiltration attempt in the Montana sector also. And so the forces were able to eliminate 2 terrorists. And here also they got information, and this encounter took place just 2 hours before Prime Minister Narendra Modi is about to do his first election campaign back in Jammu and Kashmir from the Doda region. Because right now they have cordoned that area, additional reinforcement has been called. They have tried to defend every point. They are trying to look for those terrorists. Pakistani terrorists are said to be rolling in this area. We talk about the intelligence. There are about 120 terrorists. All of them are the foreign terrorists who are operating in Jammu and Kashmir. 60 of them are operating on south of Punjab, of which rest of them are operating on the other side of the Punjab. So the operation here is continuing, and right now our security forces are trying to level there so that they can get rid of those terrorists. One of the most difficult operations